The Friday practice in Sakar, Bahrain was a little bit mixed up as we have 6 young drivers taking up the wheels in FP1. We have 2 Japanese drivers driving for 2 different teams in the FP1. And we have Ferrari's upgrade that we've been waiting for. We saw the upgrade and the upgrade looked different. They brought a new floor, rear brim wings, diffuser and some things on the brake ducts to channel the air properly. And when you see a team bringing the beam wing and the diffuser at the back, you know they are really serious about the upgrade. But how will this upgrade push Ferrari forward? We are yet to know. But the FP1 was not a characteristic session that we should expect because a lot of people are testing a lot of things. But fortunately, we saw only Federic Vesti, who drove George Russell's car, doing some nice job in his session. Kimi Antonelli was unable to get a representative time on board as he had water cooling issue and he was in pit for majority of the session. In FP2, we had Alonso having his own issues with the steering, though it was fixed early. Now we have a more representative time, and in FP2, the FP1 we had the McLarens on board leading the board. You have the 2 McLarens leading the board and the Mercedes getting good closure in the FP2. Lewis Hamilton ran the upgraded Ferrari in the FP1. Both drivers ran the upgraded Ferrari in FP2. Now tomorrow in FP3 we'll see a different vibe, a different car. That's what I expect to see. We expect the cars to be more faster. They should do some tune-ups. The McLaren are still the benchmark. Will they be able to hold up to the time? The Mercedes looks closer to them. Now, the Red Bull, still the same car. Dan Fallow that joined Aston Martin in 2022 will be leaving Aston Martin. Is a solo path away, and I think it's because they're having some internal fracas amongst them. And also, the issue of Ben Sulayem as FIA president. 2 people have resigned, and the resignations letters might keep turning up to tell the whole world that the way he's leading the FIA is not in the direction that they wish to go. And I think this might cause, whatever it will cause, I don't know yet, but it is not sounding well for FIA and the spirit of motorsport in the world. I think they need to just call up a meeting and come together and see how they can iron this thing out. The V10 engines that they are thinking of bringing back in 2027, I think, which is not feasible 2028, they should just wait till the end of this turbo hybrid era that they are trying to improve to bring a V10 engine, because a lot of manufacturers have invested money. Like Audi just coming to the sport, they invested a lot of money. Honda coming back with Aston Martin, they invested a lot of money. Mercedes have invested a lot of money, especially with teams that are buying their engines, so it will not be easier for them to just back out. So I think it should be coming 2029, 2030 for the V10 engine, and it has to be run on sustainable fuel. But let's see what comes up and how it happens. Max Verstappen is turning to a Mr. Saturday like George Russell did while he was in Williams, because the complaint is still like the car is too this, is too that. But for me, I think because he's always said that's the car he loved, to me I always said he should not complain about the car. If he's liking the car to a McLaren, in which McLaren drivers are also complaining about their car, or liking it to a Ferrari, which Ferrari drivers are complaining about their car. All the teams are complaining about their car. Now, which car is better? To me, I think it's all mind games. We're checking the steering angle for the RB. I think it's having much more on the steer. I think that will be corrected. This is a different track from the Japanese track. That will be corrected overnight. They'll do a lot of simulations. For Ferrari to that will be corrected. For other teams, that will be corrected. But what is the representative time? What we are still looking at, we are still looking at the McLarens are fast. But who will take the pole tomorrow? It's a game of time. It's a game of setup. It's a game of changes. They are bringing new C6 tire, the ultra soft tire, in I think in Spain or Imola, so as to make racing more competitive and changing tires, you know, like that. But how will this car fare? Because the temperature keeps changing. Tomorrow we have a high temperature, but towards the evening the temperature will be more denser and more cooler than it was today. Which driver will be able to extract more performance? Which driver will be able to tune the car or set the car up to get the pole position? And how will the race pan out? We know this race will be filled with a lot of overtakings because the track is much wider, so you can go outside the track and overtake. You can do anything to I'm just joking about that. There are lots of opportunities to overtake on this track. So which driver will be able to push to the limit and push the car and make sure they're able to extract enough juice out of the car to put the car on pole position? It's left for us to see tomorrow during the qualifying and FP3. McLaren will be there, Ferrari will be there, Red Bull will be there, Mercedes. Those are the 4 top teams. Hope the fight is now being brought to the table and we'll be able to get the right setup to win the race on Sunday. Up until tomorrow, I love you guys. Bye. Cheers.